it going? Jay here. Wearing my circle glasses today. Today, we're going to be going over the vocabulary taught in Unit 3, Lesson 4 in Adventures in Japanese. This is Book 2, by the way. Let's go ahead and move over to that screen. Here we are. This whole unit's been about driving and stuff like that, right? What we're going to see in this specific lesson is, one, how when you want to talk about leaving a place, you're going to mark it with the particle o, and then add the verb deru to it. Now, you might be like, Sensei, that doesn't say deru, that says demasu. That's the polite form. Deru is the dictionary form. So, for example, if you wanted to say, like, to leave the house, that would be like, ie o deru. If you want to say leave school, like I left school, that could be gakko o demashita. Now, it's really important that you use o here, because if you like say like gakko ni demasu, it literally means the exact opposite thing. Like gakko ni deru, it means like to attend school. I know, it's confusing. So to kind of help out, you're going out of the school at the end of the day, and just like how out starts with a big old O, here we're using the particle O to say that you're going out, you're leaving the place. And ni, right? Like ni is like in spelled backwards. So when you go into the school, you're gonna use the particle ni. I seriously just came up with that memory device on the spot, and I think it's flipping good. Yeah, use particle O for when you leave the school, go out, and you use the particle ni when you go and attend the school, you go into school, ni. Anyways, next. When you get out of a vehicle, as it says here in number 2, or to get off of it, like, you know, like you get off a train, right? In those situations, you can say the particle O, like we have here. Sorry. I'm drinking too much of this sparkling water stuff. Okay, and you can also use kara as well when you're talking about getting off or out of a vehicle. So let's say that you're in Tokyo and you want to get off the train. You can say densha o orimasu. Densha o orimasu. And densha kara orimasu. Hikoki is an airplane, so if you say hikoki kara orimasu, that'd be like to get out of the plane. Get off the plane. Now, when you want to talk about going to more than one place, like you went to one place, but you went to another place also, you get a double particle. Yeah, so this might be brand new. In Japanese, there are such things as double particles. Particles that are okay with working with other ones. And usually, it's going to involve ni or de or e in the beginning. And now all of these are particles that mark either a destination or a location, right? A direction you're headed in, that kind of a thing. And so as we look back over here in number 3, we can see place e mo. Now it looks like a he, but remember it's pronounced as e. Place e mo ikimasu. I will go to a place too. So if you want to say like I will go to the supermarket also, that would be super e mo ikimasu. Again, that's super e mo ikimasu. All right, so we're gonna just come down here and look at our next vocabulary words. Number 1, vehicle ni noru means to ride the vehicle, to get in, to get on. So like, for example, if you want to say to get on an airplane, to ride an airplane, that'd be hikoki ni norimasu. To get on a boat would be fune ni norimasu. To get in a car would be kuruma ni norimasu. And a te form, because this is an u verb, a godon verb, it uses small tsu and te, as you can see here, te form. Next up we have vehicle kara or vehicle o oriru. And we just talked about that, so we're just going to keep going. Number 3, shitoberuto o suru. Yeah, so literally you do the seatbelt in Japanese. Suru means to do. Shitoberuto is obviously a seatbelt. You mark with the particle o, and that means to wear a seatbelt. So if you wanted to ask someone like, please put on your seatbelt, that would be like, shitoberuto o shite kudasai. It's not the only verb you can use with shitoberuto though. There's shimeru as well. Anyways, Let's check out dekakeru. This is a little bit similar to deru. They use the same kanji. Deru is just this kanji in ru, but then dekakeru is like what you would say typically when you're going to go out and do something fun. Not necessarily always something fun, but to just go do something, right? Like you might go out to work for the day. You might go out on a Friday night. You know, you're not necessarily leaving it with the intention of never coming back. And so, like, I'd like to use this when my wife wants to go, like, hang out with her friends. And I'll be like, 今日友達と出かけますか? Like, oh, are you going to go out with your friends today? And, you know, that's different than being like, 今日家を出ますか? Are you going to leave the house today? It's a little bit different, right? There's like a feeling of permanency with deru, which we see here in number 5. And, you know, we already went over this one, so we'll just go ahead and leave it at that. Now we have the opposite. To arrive somewhere. This is place ni tsuku. Good. The polite form would be tsukimasu. And the te form is tsuite. And it uses the same kanji as kiru. So you might have noticed that. And you're not wrong. Kiru as in to wear clothes. Now, the way you can tell that they're different or not is, you know, by the context and no korigana. And yeah, so if you wanted to say I arrived at 12 o'clock, that would be 12時に着きました. And in non-polite Japanese, that would be 12時に着いた. Our next word is to teach, 教える. And in the polite form, that's 教えます. And in te form, that's 教えて. So if you want to tell your teacher, hey, please teach us this kanji. You can say, この漢字を教えてください. Now, this often also gets translated as to tell. So in your mind, I want you to think of 教える as both to teach and to tell. So if you say 名前を教えてください, that means like, you know, tell me your name. Literally teach me your name. But yeah, tell me your name. If you've interacted with someone who's learning English from Japan, you might actually hear them say something like that. Teach me your name. Teach me your age, you know, instead of tell me your age. Anyways, next up, we have this language and context. So let's read these sentences together and look at the photos. And yeah, we'll see what we notice about disembarking from a bus in Japan. Okay, so this sentence is about this man here. It says, バスを降りています. バスを降りています. He is getting off the bus. Nope, we do that in the same way in America. All right. This is cute. 子供たちが主人公. Cute. Okay, so this says 学校に着きました. 学校に着きました. No obvious subject here, so I'm just gonna use they. They arrived at school. So, at school arrived. 学校に着きました. Well, I hope that this helps you to get a little bit more familiar with the vocabulary. Please complete the quiz that's associated with this lesson. And yeah, in the next video, we're going to check out the grammar taught in this unit. So stay tuned. I had a great time teaching you and look forward to seeing you more in the next video. Bye-bye.